So you file your taxes, and a few weeks later, a nice chunk of money lands in your account. Maybe 2 grand, maybe 3. And for a second, it feels like Christmas in spring. Like the government finally did something right and cut you a check. I hate to be the guy who ruins it, but that refund was never a gift. It was never a bonus. It was your money the whole time. And you just handed it to the most powerful outfit on earth for a full year and charged them exactly 0 interest. Here's the part that stings. While that money sat in their hands, you were probably carrying a balance on a credit card charging you 20%. You came up short on a Tuesday. You put off the repair, skipped the dentist, said next paycheck more times than you want to admit, and the whole time a stack of your own cash was parked somewhere you couldn't reach it. Stick with me, because I'm going to show you how this quietly costs the average working guy hundreds, even thousands over a career, why it feels so good even though it's working against you, and the one 10-minute fix that puts that money back in every single paycheck where it belongs. That last part is the one nobody at the strip mall tax place is going to explain to you, because they make their money on the refund, not on you keeping more of yours. Let's get into it. Quick game plan. First, what a refund actually is, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Then the number, what this quietly costs a working family every year. Then why your brain loves it anyway. And I'll be fair about that. And at the end, the fix plus exactly what to do with a refund if you've already got one coming. Don't skip that last part. It's the whole reason I made this. Real quick, I've got to say it. I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for education and entertainment only. Always talk to a licensed professional before you make any big moves with your money. Here's the thing nobody says out loud. A tax refund is not the government being generous. A refund means you overpaid. All year long, out of every single check, they held back a little more than they actually needed. And at the end of the year, they give the extra back. That's it. That's the whole magic. And here's what should really get you. You just handed the government an interest-free loan for a full year. Try getting one back the other direction. Pay your taxes a hair late, and they hit you with interest and a penalty before you can blink. Everybody you owe charges you for the time value of your money. You're the only one in the deal handing it over for free, and then thanking them when they finally give it back. That's the trick. The refund feels like winning. It's really just your own money coming home late with nothing extra for the wait. So how much are we talking? The average refund these days runs north of $3,000, and about 2 out of every 3 people who file get 1. So this isn't some rare situation. This is most working folks in the country. $3,000 back in one lump. Sounds great, but flip it around. $3 grand over a year is about $250 a month. $250 every single month walking out of your check to go sit in a government account doing absolutely nothing for you. And here's where it actually bites. Picture March. The transmission in your truck finally gives up the ghost, right there in the work driveway. The shop quotes you $1,800 to make it right, and you need that truck to earn. You check the account, and it's tight, real tight. So you put it on the credit card, the one already charging you 20-something%, and you tell yourself you'll knock it out later. Now here's the gut punch. That entire time, the government was sitting on $3 grand of your money, money that could have covered that transmission in cash with over $1,000 left over. You didn't have an income problem in that moment. You had a money in the wrong place problem. Your own cash was locked in a vault you couldn't open until tax season. That's the real cost of a big refund. It's not just that you waited. It's everything that $250 a month could have been doing while it was gone. If you're carrying credit card debt, and a whole lot of good, hardworking people are, that money could have been knocking down a balance growing at 20%. There is no investment on earth, none, that reliably beats paying off a 20% debt. That's the closest thing to free money you will ever find. And the refund trap keeps you from it all year. No debt. That same money in a plain, high-yield savings account earns you a few percent just for sitting there. Or it becomes the cushion that means the next transmission doesn't go on plastic at all. Any of those beats loaning it out for free. And this isn't a one-time thing. Most folks do it again every single year. Stretch that across a whole working career, and the debt you could have knocked out and the growth you missed don't add up to a few $100. They add up to thousands gone for nothing. And it gets worse. Because that refund feels so far away, a whole industry exists just to dangle it in front of you early. Those refund advance deals. Get your money now. Read the fine print, and a lot of them come with fees, or they funnel you onto a prepaid card that nickels and dimes you. Sit with that for a second. You overpaid all year, and then you pay another fee to get your own money 2 weeks sooner. That's paying to borrow money that was yours to begin with. It's the trap inside the trap. Now, I already know what some of you are thinking because I've thought it too. Steve, that refund is the only way I actually save anything. If it hit my check, I just blow it. And honestly, that's fair. For some folks, the refund really is forced savings. And forced savings beats no savings every day of the week. I'm not going to sit here and tell you you're wrong if it's the only thing that has ever worked for you. But hear me out. You're a grown adult who shows up and does hard, real work every day. You don't need the government holding your money for you, charging you the weight and the missed chances for the privilege. There is a way to get the exact same forced savings effect, keep your own cash, and actually earn on it. Which brings us to the fix. The fix is one form. It's called a W-4, and it's the paper that tells your employer how much tax to hold out of your checks. If you're getting a big refund, that form is set to overpay. You just dial it back so they hold out less. I'm not going to drag you into a tax class. You do enough math on the job. But don't just guess at the number either. Guessing is how you end up owing in April. Use the IRS's free tool, the tax withholding estimator. You plug in a few numbers off your pay stub. It tells you exactly what to put on the W-4. You hand the new form to whoever runs payroll, and you're done. About 15 minutes on your phone, on your lunch break. One quick word so nobody panics. The goal isn't to suddenly owe a giant bill in the spring. The goal is to land close to even, so you keep your money during the year without a nasty surprise at the end. The estimator is built to get you right around there. And if you're worried you'll spend the extra, do what the best savers do. Make it automatic. Set your bank up so the day after payday, that little bit slides straight into savings or a retirement account by itself before your hands ever touch it. It's the same trick as the deductions that already come out before your check ever hits. You never see that money, so you never miss it. Except this time, it's piling up for you instead of for somebody else. That's your forced savings. And now you're the one holding it and earning on it, not the government. Now, if you've already got a refund landing this year, let's not waste it. Fight the urge to treat it like it fell out of the sky. I know the temptation. It feels like found money, like reaching into your winter work jacket in spring and pulling out a forgotten 20, except it's 3,000 of them. And your brother-in-law is already in your ear about putting it down on a side-by-side. Here's where that money actually changes your life instead of just your weekend. First, if you've got high interest debt, throw it at the card with the worst rate. That's an instant guaranteed return you cannot beat anywhere. And if that debt has gotten deep enough that one refund barely scratches it, that's the exact hole I built my sweat equity plan to help working folks climb out of, one step at a time, in plain English. It's down in the description if you want a map for it. Either way, the play is the same. Hit the worst rate first and keep swinging. Second, if you don't have a cushion yet, this is your emergency fund, the money that keeps the next surprise off the credit card for good. And third, once those are handled, it goes to work for your future in a retirement account. Boring? Maybe. But boring is what pays for the good years, before your knees and your back start sending you the bill. So the next time somebody brags that they got a $5,000 refund, don't be impressed. Ask them why the government was holding $5,000 of their money all year, for free. Because keeping a little more out of every single paycheck beats celebrating one big check every spring. If you enjoy this content, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video.